Sometimes, a love story doesn't truly begin when the cameras start rolling. Sometimes, it begins in the quiet moments between scenes, in conversations no one hears, and in feelings no script could ever capture. When Crash Landing on You premiered, it quickly became more than just a television drama. It became a global phenomenon. Across continents, languages, and cultures, millions of viewers were drawn into a story about love that defied borders, politics, and fate itself. The chemistry between the two leads felt undeniable. Every look lingered. Every silence carried weight. To the audience, it felt rare, almost unreal. But what made this story extraordinary was not just what happened on screen. It was what quietly unfolded behind it. Hyun Bin and Son Ye Jin were already respected actors long before Crash Landing on You. Each had built successful careers, earned critical acclaim, and carried the pressure that comes with being at the top of Korean entertainment. They were not newcomers chasing fame. They were professionals who understood the cost of it. Perhaps that's why their connection didn't feel forced. There was no rush, no need to impress. Instead, something genuine began to form. During filming, they spent long days together, often working under intense schedules and emotional scenes that demanded vulnerability. They learned each other's rhythms, how the other listened, how they reacted under pressure, how they carried themselves when the cameras stopped. It wasn't love at first sight. It was trust. And trust has a way of turning into something deeper. When the drama ended, fans were left with memories of a story that felt almost too perfect to let go. Speculation followed, as it always does. But for a long time, there was silence. No confirmations. No denials. Just two people continuing their lives, away from the spotlight. Then, quietly, their relationship was confirmed. There were no dramatic announcements, no carefully staged reveals, just a simple acknowledgement that what many had hoped for was real. The reaction was overwhelming. Fans celebrated, but they also understood something important. This was no longer a drama. This was real life. Instead of turning their relationship into spectacle, Hyun Bin and Son Ye Jin chose privacy. They avoided unnecessary exposure. They spoke through actions, not headlines. And that restraint only made their story feel more sincere. In March 2022, they were married. The ceremony was intimate, elegant, personal. It wasn't about grandeur or status. It was about commitment. Two people choosing each other. After years of understanding what love actually requires. After marriage, their lives began to change in ways that no film role ever could. They stepped back from constant appearances, from chasing attention, from the endless cycle of promotion. Not because they disappeared, but because their priorities shifted. Later that same year, they welcomed their first child, a son, a moment that redefined everything. For Hyun Bin, who had portrayed soldiers, leaders, and heroes on screen, fatherhood became the most meaningful role of his life. For Son Ye Jin, who had long been admired for her emotional depth and warmth, motherhood brought a new kind of strength. Their world grew quieter, smaller, but infinitely richer. No scripts, no retakes, no applause, just early mornings, gentle routines, and the responsibility of shaping a life together. What makes their story resonate so deeply is not fame or fantasy. It's the realism. They didn't turn love into content. They didn't monetize intimacy. They protected it. In an industry where relationships often struggle to survive, they chose patience. They chose timing. They chose each other. And perhaps still feels special to so many people. Because when we rewatch it now, we see more than acting. We see two people who didn't just play a love story. They lived one. From co-stars to partners, from partners to spouses, and from spouses to parents. Their journey reminds us that some love stories don't peak on screen. They evolve quietly, far from the noise, long after the final episode ends. And maybe that's why it stays with us. Because in the end, the greatest love stories aren't written by writers. They're written by time, by choice, and by two people willing to grow together. From scripted romance to marriage and parenthood, this isn't just the story of two actors. It's a reminder that sometimes the love we cheer for on screen becomes the love that shapes a lifetime. From scripted romance to marriage and fatherhood, this is a rare and cherished real-life fairy tale. Their journey reminds us that sometimes the love we cheer for on screen can become the love that shapes a lifetime. This is more than a story of two actors. It's a story of connection, timing, and heart.